have the egg noodles on the plate already. I went ahead and grated the zucchini, and just with a grater, just, you know, do a little bit of this. Everybody should know how to do that. Just like that, grate it. That's what you do for your zucchini bread if you're so inclined. Whatever, very easy. This was about 4 small zucchinis. Okay, we're going to start here with our oil, which is 3 tablespoons of oil, and our garlic. Get that started. All right, so when this starts to heat, we're going to add our zucchini. We've got some cream cheese, a half of an 8-ounce thing, some milk, basil. Now, when I went down, you know how we always use ingredients that can be found at Food City. Okay, I went down to get basil when they were out of it, the fresh basil. So I had some of this left. This is the freeze-dried. I would not, you know, this calls for half a cup. I wouldn't recommend this. It's a little bit pricey for this. I would get the fresh. If you're only going to use a little bit of this, this is, you know, okay. But this is like, I think, almost $5 for something, which is really good for little bits. But if you're going to use half of it, then it gets a little bit pricey. So it's a really good product, but for as much as we need for this particular recipe, I would get the fresh. Just for this recipe. Still good though. So we're going to put that in. Let me get this going. Just going here. And as I've said before, you want to just kind of watch this so you don't burn this. And when it kind of gets going a little bit brown, we'll go ahead and add the zucchini. Ooh, it smells good. They're what? If you want to use the summer squash for these recipes, are you talking about butternut and acorn and all that? You might be able to get by with using the butternut in the appetizer recipe, and the I don't think you'd get by with using it in the crisp recipe. This would be good with summer squash. I didn't choose to do butternut squash recipes because I don't know how many people grow that in their yard and have so many of them left over. But I'll be sure to plan on having butternut squash recipes just for you. Is what? Yeah. Well, that's true. I thought about that doing eggplant. Last year when we did this class, I did do eggplant. I was just kind of thinking, what does everybody have growing and what does everybody have in so much abundance they don't know what to do with it. So I thought, well, zucchini. Some of the other squashes are harder to cut, you know, like the acorn squash and the butternut squash, and so it's almost like you have to cook them ahead of time instead of like this. So, all right, we're just going to cook this down. Last year we did the butternut squash soup. All right. And it's going to release a little bit of, when I did this earlier, it didn't release a whole lot of water. But you can see a little bit of moisture coming in through there. So we want to heat it till it releases the moisture and then absorbs it or burns it off, I guess. All right. While we're waiting for our crisp. All right. That's looking good. This is going to go by fast here. All right. See, we got a lot of water in there. So we're just going to cook it down, make sure it's all tender. I like to cook things without covers. If you wanted to put a cover on this, you could. Might cook a little faster. I find if you put a cover on stuff like this, it changes the color, and it gets, instead of the bright green that you have, it gets that lovely olive color. So I like to just not put lids on, which is a big debate my mom and I have. You know, she puts the lid on everything. I'm like, ah. So, okay, this is pretty good. We'll go ahead and add our milk and our cream cheese. And I just like to break this up into little pieces, make it easier to melt. And this, you know, this would make a good vegetarian meal. Okay. Go ahead and turn that off. All right. And you want to have it a little bit saucy after you've put the milk in it and the cream cheese. Just because you're going to have it over noodles or whatever. Noodles, pasta, if you prefer to have it over spaghetti or something like that, that's fine. I just chose egg noodles. We're going to add a little salt. No, you could use skim milk. I don't remember where it was. Do we have to go back? Okay. Yes, you can use skim milk in this, because I like to have a little bit more sauce than this, only because you want to have it sort of, your noodles are going to pick up some of the sauce and, you know, to flavor them. So I like to have a little bit more juice, if you will. All right, this looks like it's all melted into that. We gave it a little salt and pepper. And I'd say this is ready. So this is a really good stovetop meal to do.
When do you put the basil in?
Oh, did I forget that? What does it say? Remove from heat. Don't I put the basil in then? Oh, after the cream cheese is melted. You got a little ahead of me. But thanks for reminding me. We will put the basil in now. We got that off.
If you were going to freeze that, would you freeze that and then fix the noodles fresh when you got ready to make it, or?
You could actually put it in a casserole type thing, put the noodles on the bottom, put this on the top, and then freeze it.
If you buy fresh vegetables and you have them left over, would you dry them or just freeze them, or a fresh herbs?
You could, I think freezing would probably be the best. And you would just chop them up and put them in an ice cube tray with a little water. And then, you know, have your herbs frozen. And then when you thaw them out, you know, the water melts and there you've got your fresh herbs. So, or you could just add it right into whatever. It's not that much moisture, you know, if you've got one in an ice cube tray. Okay, this we're going to put, I guess I have to use a spoon. Okay. Smells really good. All right, there is our zucchini Alfredo over egg noodles. Yeah, right. Spinach noodles or whatever, or even eat it, you know, just in a bowl, whatever.